Imagine inviting someone to stay at your home, thinking it's a gesture of warmth and support, only to have it spark a fiery debate with your partner who sees things quite differently. That's exactly where I found myself, caught between family loyalty and my wife's comfort, questioning if my actions were out of line or if I was simply upholding a family tradition that my wife herself practiced. This is the story of a decision that seemed straightforward, but unfolded into a complex dilemma of culture, hospitality, and partnership. I'm a 27-year-old man from India, living a beautiful life in Prague, Czech Republic, with my Czech wife. We both pour our hearts into our careers and have managed to set up a cozy two-bedroom flat that we proudly call home. The second bedroom has always served as a guest room, frequently hosting my wife's family. Her parents or younger sister visit us for a couple of days every 2 or 3 months. She always lets me know ahead of their arrival, but it's more of an FYI than seeking my consent. Honestly, I've never seen an issue with this arrangement. Welcoming her family feels natural, and it's always a pleasure. But here's the twist. Despite being equally open to having guests, none of my family members had ever visited us. The high costs of international travel have made it a distant possibility. However, the universe had a surprise in store. One of my close cousins, a 21-year-old woman doing exemplary work at an Indian research institute, received an invitation to speak at the Prague Congress Center. This was a monumental moment for her, marking her first international trip and an opportunity to step outside India, a country she had never left before. Understandably, she was a bundle of nerves about the entire affair. Seeing her in this state, her family and mine naturally looked to me for support. They reached out, seeking advice on everything from travel logistics to navigating the city. In the heat of the moment, wanting to make her journey less daunting, I offered our home as a place to stay. It seemed like the perfect solution. Not only would it give her a comfortable base in a foreign land, but it would also ease the financial burden of accommodation, which was significant for them. We've always been there for each other, so this gesture felt nothing short of natural. Eager to share the news, I approached my wife immediately after the call to inform her. Her reaction was not what I expected. She expressed discomfort with the idea of hosting someone she hadn't met, emphasizing that a 5-day stay seemed too much. Her argument was dotted with suggestions of hostels being a viable and affordable option. I remained as respectful as possible, trying to soothe the tension, but our conversation escalated. In a moment of frustration, I reminded her of how she often hosted her family under similar circumstances without seeking my permission. This comparison, however, only added fuel to the fire, making her even more upset. This incident left me torn and questioning. Was I wrong for extending an offer of hospitality to my cousin without consulting my wife first? Or was I merely acting within the bounds of what I believed was a mutual understanding between us? Reflecting on this, I realized the importance of communication and consent in a relationship, especially when it involves inviting others into your shared space. Yes, my intentions were pure, aimed at supporting a family member in need. But perhaps I overlooked the fundamental aspect of partnership that thrives on mutual decisions and respect for each other's comfort levels. As I share this story, I invite you to weigh in. Where do we draw the line between being a gracious host and a considerate partner? How do we balance the scales of family obligation and marital harmony? Your thoughts, experiences, and insights are invaluable as we navigate these often murky waters of relationships and familial duties. Together, let's explore the complexities of making decisions that not only reflect our values, but also honor the partnerships we hold dear.